Right, I've not planned this video. Let's do a thumbnail first because I don't do thumbnails. I forget usually, and then I can't see myself. I forget, and then I think, oh shit, I ain't got a thumbnail, and then that's, then I have to pick one from the video, which is always fun to do. Here you go, but here's the process. But yes, anyway, so I don't really have much of a plan. I just decided that I would make a video on the differences between the Amazon edition and the IngramSpark edition on my book. Now, before I do get into that, this is the original edition that I had printed without a cover. I privately got it printed. It was like 100 quid for 20 copies. I don't know what I was thinking. Why didn't I just upload it to Amazon? I didn't know at the time. Now I know, which in the future, when I want to get a couple of copies printed, I can just do that without having to sort of pay in bulk for a sort of set of them. And more to the point, why didn't I just email the beta readers? Because this was the beta reader copy for beta readers who live near me, and I wanted them to have something to hold to read and to enjoy it like a novel when they were giving me feedback. But I could have just given them a PDF or helped them put it on a Kindle or, done something like that. And I guess part of that probably came down to like not being that involved with sort of AuthorTube and having that many author friends. So most of the people that were beta reading this were local to me, and not all of them are tech savvy. So I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll make a book, and this you will never ever see in person because it's going over there and in a box far, far away. Now, there probably are still a few out in the wild, but now I've got that off my chest, time to look at the Amazon and IngramSpark copies. So this is the IngramSpark copy and this is the Amazon copy with the strip. First thing I noticed, now that it's focused, I think you can see that the top one, which is the Amazon one, is thicker, noticeably thicker. So if you want a thicker book, you should go with Amazon, not Ingram. And also it must be to do with the paper. So the Amazon one, again on top, is whiter than the one on the bottom. I think it uses just maybe slightly thicker paper, where the IngramSpark on the bottom uses sort of the industry standard for novels, and it's a little bit more yellow, but it just adds to that thickness, which I was surprised because it's the same book. Shouldn't it be like the same thickness? But paper thickness and cover thickness maybe, which brings me on to the next part, that the covers, like the feeling of the covers, are very nice, both of them. I was surprised that Amazon's was as nice as Ingram's, in all honesty, because I went for the matte versions and they've just got this waxy sort of texture and it just feels really nice, just give it a nice rub. And also, if you leave them out in the sun, they don't seem to fade that easily. My girlfriend's got mine in the bookcase near the window, and it's been there for a year, and it hasn't actually discoloured at all. It's like it was on day one, which is pretty impressive. Another thing to talk about, I've spoken about the paper colour and type. Yes, the map on the inside of my book. Now, it's very, very tiny, the map, and the writing on it is also very, very tiny. And perhaps if I fiddled around with more of the settings, it would be better, but where the writing is, I can see tiny little dots, like as if they've, I don't know what kind of printer they use, but like a dot matrix sort of printer, where you can just see tiny, tiny little bits and pieces that make up the actual words, and it's far more obvious in the Amazon copy. You're not going to see that, are you? It's far more obvious in the Amazon copy than it is in the IngramSpark, saying that the IngramSpark does have a couple of little dots around the map itself as well, but it's nowhere near as noticeable. But yeah, that's it. Which one would I choose? I personally think they're just about the same. I like the paper that IngramSpark uses better than the paper that Amazon uses, so I would probably, with my launch, go with Ingram for the pre-order period, the better looking paper in my opinion, even though the book's a little bit smaller, and then on release switch over to Amazon and just have Amazon selling it on Amazon to maximize royalties instead of going through IngramSpark, who sells it to Amazon, who buys it off you and you make less money and then they sell it on Amazon for you, which is kind of convoluted. So more royalties going the Amazon route, pre-order period going the IngramSpark route. I don't think there's really much of a difference between the two, and I hope that's helped someone. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've also forgotten to drink my tea because I did not plan this video. So on that note, I will see you in the next one.